Pasalamat una ako sa mga tao nga nag-imbitar kanako. Si Governor Douglas Casas, Congressman Mercedes Cagas, Digos City Mayor Joseph Peñas, Chairperson Rachel Arenas. Ma'am, may hapon. Kauban ako sa gobyerno, ako mga minahal nga kababayan o happy anniversary sa inyong ika-50 your existence as a local unit. Hinumdum pa ko pagkamatay sa akong papa. He was the governor of one big Davao, a huge province. But when he died, President Marcos divided it into 4 local government units. Kay tungod si Mayor Lopez iyamang Brad sa fraternity sa UP, Sigma Roman to, he retained Mayor Lopez. But ang Davao Oriental, si Rabat, and dito sa norte si Boy Serman siguro to. O niya, ang dire si Governor Llanos. Daghan ang nahitabo ang inyong lugar na tunga na pod into 2, and that will be ang occidental ug oriental nga Davao. O niya, with the addition of una pa ang Kumbal Valley. In 19... Kanos aba ko ito nag-graduate? I remember that I was brought by my father. Daghan ming na expelled ni Adto. There were 4 of us. One is... eventually, he became a soldier. He was also a son of a Philippine Constabulary, si Rodolfo Garcia. Yeah, si Tamayo, who was the anak og dentista sa Santa Ana. Unya, si Tikboy sa Bansalan. We were... involved in a inom lang god na mabawa kaning pare. It was a raucous and we were all expelled. I remember gidako sa akong amandre sa Corieso. Diha na ko ni graduate sa akong high school. Diha po ko gapuyo sa Brothers of the Sacred Heart. Motong mura po ko og brother. Kay kada adla mga pod niya na ako extra time sa library. You know what? They were appalled ang mga brothers ba nga wala ko'y nahibawan. Baka kung sige buhat sa mga brothers ako, I was told to memorize the dictionary. And I had to use a word in 3 sentences of different tenses. Na ay past, present, future perfect o anak ng... Well, anyway, I was able to recover sa akong mga lapses sa bugok way natunan. But the extra years took me about 7 years to graduate high school. Dire na kita ni Doresa, dire na may tanan kanang secretary karon sa peace process. I am very thankful for my education. There is Brothers of the Sacred Heart. They were French Canadian. The 4 of them mo giga pukpok sa amo. And of course, the late Mayor Llanos noon, this was just in a municipality. He was a friend of my father. My father was also a Jago. He was a military man but assigned sa Jago. So after the Cebu liberation, they decided to migrate to Davao kay sila man tong nagdemanda sa mga collaborators sa Cebu. So tan-aw nila maglisod sila og Silianos may gidakop ng papa na ako mo'y nagdemanda as collaborators. But they were subsequently freed by a general amnesty declared by the United States. Well, anyway, tipay kog dako nakaabot og 50 anyos. I was here maybe in murag kadugaya ra pod sa inyong inyong anniversary. About that time, I can hardly recall. Marami kasi akong iniisip ngayon. And, may I talk first about the importance of what's happening to the nation. Ako ba, kung itong away na ito would involve the MIMN, I could very well understand. And still, I would really insist in just talking about peace. Ang historical motivation kasi nitong MIMN, and it started in the late 70s. Ang ilang manggong tunong was the rising nationalism of their territory, which is Mindanao. Long before Magellan arrived in Leyte, with of course bringing Christianity, gunpowder, and the rifles at that time, they were called muskets. Ang Islam was already thriving in Mindanao ahead by almost 50 years. The Muslim scholars would place it at about 70 or 80. But when I was a congressman, I did some reading sa archives ng Indonesia and of course subsequently sa Malaysia. So I was able to figure out how it came about the Malay race, kitang tanan, Malay manta, Indonesian, Malaysians. And the only thing is that half of the Philippines at that time, well, Visayas and Luzon, was not as yet cultivated by the Moro of Mindanao. So, wala pa kaayoy religion nga ni sulod. And at that time, dala-dala na ng Espanyol yung Christianity. I do not have anything against religion, but we are a product of colonialization, imperialism of the Spaniards and the Americans. And if I may say so, with due respect to the leaders, religious leaders around, pati yung mga kargado-siradong, we were also brutalized. And at that time, whether you like it or not, you have to convert, or you are the same, or you are in any other conquering tribe. So most of the Filipinos converted to Christianity at that time because we were at the mercy of imperialism. So ganoon ang nangyari. Naintindihan ko. I very well understand itong MIMN. And that is why even with the beating of the drums of war, I've always insisted in just talking and talking because we all know the history of why they are fighting. Ang hindi ko maintindihan itong mga terorista. And I'm referring to the ISIS and the local terrorists, yung Maote at yung mga allies nila, maraming mga organisasyon na lang, parang Lions, parang JCs, and itong sa Hulo, itong mga Abu Sayyaf. There is no redeeming factor at all itong terrorism. All that they want, it started in the Middle East, expanded all over the world now, either in groups, in numbers, or singly, or dalawa, tatlo. And they all want is to kill and destroy. To me, they have no redeeming factor at all, except that they are terrorists. And they simply want to kill. Maunay nakadaot diha. Kaya ako galit. You know, you might not know it, but my mother was a half Maranao. And my lolo, on my mother's side, was a Chinese, Lam. Siguro iyang igagaw to yung Lam na sugarol sa Clark na sinibatan tayo, hindi bayad ng taxes. Yun ang hinanap ko, patayin ko yung... So, I know the wherewithals of where we're going. Okay ako sa MIMN, but I will never talk to the terrorists. And there will never be forgiving there. And that war in Marawi will continue until the last terrorist is taken out. Di talaga ako papayag because it is a brutal and cruel organization. And to think that what will happen to us if we allow them to overwhelm. And you know, this every night I get my briefer from the DND, Defense, at yung kay Chief of Staff kay Anyo, pati sa police. And I'm telling you the truth. Every time I read it, I am really unsettling masyado. Sometimes I cry, paluha lang ako if the numbers are really great. Kasi nakikita ko yung mga patay na sundalo ko kasi ako yung commander-in-chief. Makikita ko yung mga pulis ko na namatay and in numbers. And I can just imagine ang pumapasok sa akin ang pamilya. That is always our worry. Tayong lahat dito. All of us, yung pawis natin, ang atong paninguha, always for the family. Wala na tayo. We are beyond yung mga kapritsoso na ano. At this age, we always want our country safe for our children. Kaya, gano'n na lang ang galit ko sa mga kapwa ko na Maranao. Sabi ko, galit ako sa inyo, bakit ninyo pinapasok itong mga ito? Why did you allow the terrorists? And they could not have built that kind of ordnance until now marami pa sila. Most of our soldiers suffering and the police, puro shrapnels, puro explosives. And saan sila nakaipon na ganoon karami? This has to be looked into maybe after the fighting. But it really disturbs me because I declared martial law. And I was the one who ordered them to go there to fight and to die. Mahirap yan sa konsensya, mabigat. It is not really a guilt feeling, but it is almost akin. Mura bukat kayo na unaon sa ako, ako'y nagsugo sa ila, papunta kayo doon, magpakamatay kayo. Parang ganon. So I'm always praying that this war will end as fast as it can ever be. Because I do not like people dying. I mean, I also see the poor Maranao there. Wala namang pakialam sa buhay. He's not a tripper of power. Negosyante, pobre lang. Makita nimo, umiiyak rin, praying that this war should stop. I want it done immediately. But we are having a hard time because ang nangyari kasi, by the time I ordered martial law, alam ko na mayroon. Kasi may intelligence naman tayo. But over the years kasi sila nag-ipon eh. We never realized the magnitude of their preparation sa kanilang mga paputok. Tapos dumating tayo doon, nakapwesto na sila, yung mga snipers nila, ang tayo naman, we had to practically climb upward. Pag ano na mataas yung Marawi, it's a hilly place. Yun ang doon. So, anyway, I always say to the troops that, I'm very sorry to hear it, but I hope you'd understand that I have this constitutional duty. Eh kung hindi ko rin gawin ang trabaho ko, ako ang makukulong. And more in shame because para akong nagtalaw. So I had to do it because if not, we would have lost Marawi in a matter of days. At saka maka-establish sila, makapagyabang sila that they have an Islamic state. Wala akong problema sa Islamic state or province. I can understand it because we are mixed here. I would like it to happen. That's why in my government when I was mayor, may mayor ako sa, deputy mayor ako sa Maranao, Maguindanao, Iranon, taga Davao, itong mga Kagan, Sama, Tausog, pati yung mga Badyaw. They had a deputy mayor because I thought that it would be good to be a participatory democracy. But that's why I had no problem Davao now. Look at Davao now. If you read yesterday's papers, and if you heard it yesterday, sorry, Davao got almost the highest, Davao City, 9% pinakamataas domestic. Kita mo sa Davao, ilang building, hindi ka lang mapunta doon ng 2 buwan, may manakita ka ng... So Davao has progressed a lot. Pero ang pagdala ko sa Davao, well, it's always also a subject to public scrutiny. And so I have this many cases of, alam ko, hindi ko gawain ng ganun. Wala kasi mangyari sa ating bayan. So when I was mayor, kakakaano lang natin sa crossroads ng martial law pati. And sadly also, I was a prosecutor at the time, that every time Dick and Harry, kung sinong sa Juan Pedro na ingon siya na alasamasa siya, was given freely a firearm. And I will tell you now, we were producing politics inside the metro sa police, which we call taga Davao Barracks, ang tawag natin dyan. Kaming tayong taga Davao. But we were making it because we wanted to put an end to the insurgency. Pagkawala na sa mga NPA sa Davao, kasi ako na yung nag-mayor, kinausap ko sa kanila, go out of Davao, find another place for you to... Ang pumalit, yun namang mga gangster. Yung may mga... Ano ang ginawa na nila doon? Magpasok sila sa bahay, kasi yung ministro ng protestante na puti, mag-istambay sila sa bahay. Na ngayon, kung may pera ka sa bangko, I don't know, it's still true now, you cannot withdraw more than 50,000 per withdrawal. Kung maghingi sila sa iyo ng 2 million, so how many days yan pabalik-balik mo? In the meantime na you are not able to complete the payment, they stay in your house. Then they rape the wife, then they rape the child, then they rape the helpers and everybody else. Kaya kasabi ko, ang gulo nito from the NPAs, nandito naman itong mga... So I made a declaration. At sinabi ko, go out of Davao City. Do not destroy my city. I'm trying to build a city for our children. Huwag mong sirain kasi pag sinira mo, papatayin talaga kita. Sabi ko, do not destroy the youth, our youth. Kasi yung mga anak namin, kailangan namin yan pagtanda namin. Kasi di kami mayaman. Mayroon lang kami ngayon, may sweldo. May 1 year sa hospital siguro, lahat ng medisina, kaya ko. But after 1 year, wala na yan. Mahal ang medisina, ang kwarto, tagpilang bayrani mo, nilibo. Kung mga anak natin sira ang who will feed us? Kasi muhot yung mga lugaw. Who will buy your medicine? Kasi mo kuhag oxygen for you to breathe, to make your life through the day. Kisay magpalit sa cemetery o yuta. Kisay mo bayad sa punerarya. Tapos kung ganunin mo mga anak namin, saan kami pupunta? Ilagay mo ako sa alanganin. Ang sabi ko, do not do it, do not destroy the children because I will kill you, period. At ginawa ko talaga. Wala naman ako, sinabi kong pinatay ko yung nagsira. Ang problema nitong human rights, kita mo, 4 days ago, or was it the other day? Day before. Tanawa. Itong mga expert na to, kaya ako, galit talaga ako dito sa mga puti na mga puti-itim. Mga foreigners. Di ba, about last month, ang Shabu could be taken without any danger because it does not create anything inside your brain. Napakaturpe ito. Ngayon, kita mo ang nangyari. Tinanong siya sa pulis, bakit mo ginawa yun? Wala, trip-trip lang kasi alcohol pa. Alam mo, pag nagdruga yan, kasama alcohol yan. Sigurado yan. Basta yung mga lungo, just the place done, kunya lango na, paligsi. Pagdragi kong traktor, harusan na diha. Nga magiganyan, marijuana. Marijuana. Hallucinogenic produces hallucinations. Tapos sabayan mo ng Shabu. Kanawa, lula, asawa, ang anak, 14, 7, 1-year-old. Pinagsasaksak. Ano ba? Kaya, ang advice nila sa akin, itong iyo, kaya ako galit, kaya ako pinupunta, kasi binabastos nila ako. Kaya sabi nila doon, si Duterte dapat, yung modern approach ng addiction, is maglagay ako ng mga klinika, mag-produce ako ng shabu, heroin, cocaine, ipanghatag na ako libre. Kagaya sa Vancouver, Canada and Netherlands. Or look at Netherlands now and Canada. Napunta ako doon ng baliw, Hugaw na, marami nag-istambay na mga itim dyan. Pagdamas ba, hey buddy, would give me $1? Kunya gunitan ka na, magawa mo dito sa Davao yan. Anak ko, pabutong ng itlog ni mo. Yan ang problema. Netherlands, gano'n ang gulo. Mga terorista dyan nag-istambay lahat. So, I really do not know what they are trying to prove. Itong Obama na ito, he criticized me as if I was a federal government employee. Mura ko postal employee. Kasi sinabi ko, you can go to hell, Mr. Obama. Bakit mo ako? I'm just trying to protect my country. Bakit mo ako turuan kung paano, tapos sabi mo, pailan mo pa ako ng kaso? Di magpahal ka ng kaso. Si Trump ngayon. Pag kabayo si Trump, protocol duty yan Mr. President Trump, I'd like to congratulate you for your victory being the President of the United States. Yes, President Duterte, I've been waiting for your call. You're doing it right. This they're destroying my country. Well, nag-mention siya glaing country nga silingan niya. Actually, ito sa Mexico. So, Nako, well, I'll do the same. So, you're doing it good. So, this one president, maayong akong gibuhat. Niya sa ka presidente, kasabaan pa ko, as if, sabi ko, sino ka? Who are you to lecture on me? Kita mo ng druga, tingnan mo, anong tanan, druga. Pilipinas, druga, pag hindi natin na-control ito. So remember this, pag hindi ko na-control, hindi ko natapos to, mahirapan kayo, anak ninyo. Maniwala kayo. Kung ang mga presidente, yan lang rin yung nakalinya na, ano? Muna yung managan, usap, patay mo. Mahadlok eh. Pag inawag, I will kill you, I will kill you. Ay, kadaghan pang istorya. Total, progressive mapod ang Digos. Naalam mo yung problema sa droga, patya na. You know, give me a reason. Bakit ako kulungin mo? Is there a law which prohibits a president or a mayor or governor for that matter to say, do not destroy my country, city, or province because I will kill you? What is wrong with that statement? Do not destroy the youth of my land because I will kill you. What is wrong with that statement? Tell me. Ay, ko mga iyot, mga iyot. Turuan pa ako. This guy has been heard saying that I will kill you. Of course. Kaya ako sabi ko, I will run this country in accordance with my oath of office. Wala na yan. Pag Marcelo, Duterte, Marcelo, kanusa, pagkanitang-tango. Shut up. When the military and the police will tell me, Duterte, it's time to lift martial law because everything is safe already. Okay. Because in the first place, I did not do it on my own volition. I was in Russia, in Moscow, when pumasok yung balita. Ang tanong ko lang sa ila, in fairness to the military and the police, what they answered me was this. Kung tawag nila sa ako, mayor, I do not allow them to call me president. Mayor, the situation is critical. Pati yung mga civilian na mamatay na. You know, magsabi ka your critical condition, tapos sabihin mo, hindi man critical condition, yung mga maro dyan, may nila, latatad, mga you know, your estimation of critical is not mine. Ako as mayor, as a prosecutor, as a congressman, I have my standard kung ano yung critical. Yung critical ko, baka sa iyo hindi. But I take care of a country. Why you're just they're talking nonsense. So, ang sundin ko yung akin. Nung sinabi na, sir, critical, sabi ko, tell the executive secretary that I am declaring martial law to protect and preserve the Filipino people. Alam mo, totoo lang, yung constitution, yung papel that martial law will be declared. Kagaya rin yan sa military pati po. Papel yan, wala yan. Dito yun. That I will serve and protect and defend the Filipino nation. Yun lang ang sinusunod ko. Wala na akong, ayaw mo ng martial law? So be it. You don't like it? Fine. Totally, di naman ako. Why should I enjoy declaring martial law? For what? I won by 6 million. So what's the problem? But you know, you do these things sa marami itong mga terorista, killing, beheading Christians and Moro alike. wala akong patawa dito. Now, say, when is the time to leave the martial law? Then I will ask the military and the police, is it safe now? And if the chief of staff, pati yung PNP would say, everybody would be safe and it's okay now. Ilif ko. Otherwise, it's not dependent on the whim na punta sa Supreme Court. Maniwala kaya ako, tingin ko magulo pa, palif mo. Hulihin kita. Pasok na tuloy kita sa kulungan. Mayo ba? Huwag kong ipapasubo ng lalo na bayan ko. We can talk of anything else and make compromises maybe, but not when the interest of my country is at stake. Bit talaga yan. That is not negotiable. So yan ang, pumunta ako dito kasi, Governor, because I had to pass this message to you so that you'd understand. Kasi sabi ko dito, sabi niya, maggabian na ta. Ayun, gabi na. Narinig bat akong chopper. Lupad man ni gabi eh. Para mahurog po ni gabi eh. Parihurag punta gabi eh. Parihurag mo na. Mas klaro lang sa adlaw ang paglambo sa imo. Gabi eh, mo piyong ko mo lang. Kung kasi gabi eh, take off ta. When I was a student, fourth year ko sa high school, kanya ako maambot, nabot ko yung classmate ko rin ron. Dahil meet ba? Yan, nagalupad ako ni Adto. Una sila yung pa nakita mo yung Digos. Dive na ko daan. Pero ang throttle, ako nang minuran. Di hilom ni Sod nga rin ang akong aeroplano. Bayot, God. Tawag nagbayot. Pag-abot, kitunong yun ako. Pag dagan itong mga athletes. Giyana na ako, gisalubog na ako sa aeroplano. Undang mo. Tanaw na yun ang isabay parente ni Dr. Ni Ipil, ang principal. Nada kami kabuang na ito na rin. Pareho kami ni Dodong Kagas, priso. Ang kaning modern kayo ning Digos, ang inyong stop and go, usara may kanang kanto dia nangpong pananad ko na nangpong. Na restaurant dia nangpong, gamayng daan. Ang inyong go, ana pag-ana, go, tanan na. O niya, stop. Pagkagabi ato, ng lingkod mi diha. Amo, may naglingkod mi, so ni uyog mo ni. Among dayo nagtumba. Anak ng waiting si Mayor Llanos. Gatanaw dahil sa mga kadaog. Katilaw mi tanan. Ipapreso ko sa i-inform my father. Kani akong tatay di ako sa kulungan. Pero yung dudo, pagkakadang lamok. Puro tulukag daw ako, gihubuan yun me. Kami tanan ko. Sige pang anag lambok sa di naman ta mamatay mga taanig. Ganon ka disciplinarian si lolo nila. Walang patawad yun. Pati ako, anak ng gobernador. Dito, suod ka. Kaya nung na mayor ako, ganon rin. Sa totoo lang. Anak po ko mo kulata o tao. Wala na hangtod ba? Naanad ko sa akong mama nga kadaadlaw paludhong ko sa altar. Di samot. Mama na ko ni Adto. Anak ko, kada hapon halos. Tatanaw ko sa altar si Hesus Kristo na anak pa man ni Adto. Yan naman sa Kristo, Father, forgive them. Pero punta ka sa bahay namin ngayon, ang si Hesus Kristo nakagano na. Kasi ako naman ang kausap niya palagi noon. Sabi ko, pareha talaga tayo swerte pare. itas kinabuhi na to eh. 7 years ako na high school. Susuroy ko nga rin. Nag-abot, manukupag-hod ba na ako na Duresa? Nag-abot, may ana, ngay. Tukmi, balhin ko nga rin. Balik ko sa pagka-second year. Yan ang buhay. Pero, naay usa ka taga-Digos ning bayana. Paghuwat una mo, gara. Taga-Digos ning bayana pero perting gwapaha. Parihada sa inyo, ila-ila taon niya. Manihapon tang tanan, kitara ayaw na lang kapila. Yung restaurant nga rin nga arang-arang. Puro tuhod pa imo nga. Ang iyang, nagtrabaho siya sa Amerika karon, she's a nurse. Ambot na, kasi nakailan ninyo, ang pangalan niya, it's pronounced as Leah. 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 Pronounced as Leo, it's not Leo. It's Leah. Ang iyang apelyido, handa na tamamatay diha. Pero kasi na kailang Leah. Tiya ka siguro rin kay gwapa ka man. So, muuli ay man siguro to. Gwapa yun. Sa lahat ng babae na kilala ko, sa totoo lang, walay hambok ko kung siya nga rin. Ang dili to mistisa, pero siya pinakagwapa sa tanan. Ganda talaga ang mukha. Sige, pag uli man to, daduna ko nga rin ha. Pakita na ako rin yung kaganda talaga. Pilipina pero almost perfect ang distribution sa kuan ba. Sa unod, wapag yun. Kaya man daw iyang bay. Dia Sardo sa Rizal. Ingna niya sa I love you. Bitaw sa tinod, gapag yun. Makitara ninyo, I'd ask her to come home. Rodrigo. Pagkagwapa. Sa tanang akong naila-ila. Tisay, dagkama na mga tisay. Kahit tanan, akong pangutanon, pulis, mga nagiging sila, gwapag yun, sir. Baski dito sa akong balay-balay, niagi man siya nga to. Nganggit sila nga, sa tanang naanhi dere, gwapag yun isa. Pero nag-anang biya katiguang. Ako natiguang ko. Kita ka may uban ako. Tungod ba na anong Marawi? Galit na galit dyan eh. Galit ko, bakit nila pinapasok itong mga terorista sa Pilipinas? O di na ko magdugay kay... Pero I can spend time. If you ask questions, bakante pa man ang chopper ug duha. At tulo di ay, sabak. Sa sabako lang akong usa. So, one is that I would like to credit the founding fathers of this province for their tireless effort to make what is now Digos. Alam mo, ang problema lang ninyo is droga. Medyo malakas. Pati, I'm also I'd like to warn the police here. Lay off sa drugs, sa mga police. Kay, alam mo na, huwag kayong pumasok dyan kasi kasali kayo sa statistics dyan. But overall, okay ang... Ito lang mga... Kasi nga na NPA dre. Taas kamot. Warbay mo angkon ang... Labog tuas bukid, bugladag arbas, bugiro kayo. Taas kamot. Ganito yan eh. Could you please stop waging war against... Alam mo, hindi ko maintindihan. Unang sabi doon sa itaas, si Season ordered to engage government forces in the struggle. But pasabot gera. Then they changed it to that they will stop until such time matapos itong sa Marawi siege. Kasi walang, sabi ko ngayon, there will never be a space for you, ong terorista, kayong mga komunista, wala kayong space dyan sa terorista. Pag yan ang manalo o ma-overwhelm tayo, pati kayo kasali dyan. Kasi there is no redeeming factor for that. Wala kayo. So, in the meantime, ano ba talaga? Undang mo o atake sa o gobyerno o mag-istoryata. Ako, I said, I can always, but may legitimate ano kayo, human rights, pati kayo, kasali man rin dyan. We're both guilty on that score. Pero ang ano ko dyan is, mag-ambos mo, patay pa sa babae, sa, ano ba? Mag-usap ba tayo o hindi? In the meantime, kung mag-usap tayo in the future, then stop waging war. Kasi baka itong mga sundalo ayaw na rin makipag-usap. Kami, utusan lang kami lahat. We are just co-workers in government, staff police. But the only reason na medyo mataas ako, but I do not control everything. And I cannot control everybody. Ako, anong sabihin? Sila mo nga akong sugo, naingon sila, dili may anak. Kasi, dalawa kasi ang salita ninyo. Ano ba, undang ba mo? Mag-istorya ta? O if you want to stop fighting, if you want to talk to us, then, my God, please stop killing us. You kill my... Nung una, nag-lift kayo ng ceasefire February 10. February 4, gipatay ninyong akong pulis duha diya sa Kidapawan. Ang tulo ka pulis, gikan nagkog ilang sidlo, inyong gipatay. Ang mga klase na. Naingog ceasefire February 10. February 4, kaya tinawagan ko si John Anyo, sabi ko, resume tayo. Kulukuhan yan eh. Better decide. You know, I'm addressing also myself sa mga MIMN. We have been fighting this war for 50 years, as old as this province. Now tell me, do you want to fight another 50 years? Wala akong problema. May mga sundalo, may sweldo. 50 years, sige. But this time, kung gira-gira yun, wala tayong patawaran. Hindi rin ako maghintay na ano ka ba, sundalo. If you are identified there, total, gano'n ang ginagawa ninyo. Pinapatay ninyo mga barangay captains. Pinapatay ninyo yung mga... Hindi gawain ko rin yan. Alkansi mo yung... Lugi kami niyan kung kamuray mo. So, let's fight on even grounds. Ako, I'm willing to accept the offer that you stop fighting. Good. I accept that. And we can talk again, I said. Wag lang yan terorista. Pero you must realize that 50 years is 50 years of fighting. Bone weary ng tao dyan. Hindi na believe sa inyo, hindi na rin believe sa amin. Sabi, Duterte, sige lang. Sabi niya, initiate talks. Okay yung initiate talks. Hindi lang tayo makaintindihan dyan sa point doon. Kayo hindi Duresa, pati ni Belio. Upaka na kaagad ninyo yung sundalo ko. Kalukuhan dyan. You decide. do not create something which is not acceptable also to me and to the guys who are doing the fighting. That would be my message to you para sa lahat. And there's a sense of some burnout of the many years that I spent here, almost 3 years finishing my high school. Once upon a time, I was able to visit Quebec, where the headquarters of the Corieso brothers. I went there, pero kamatay lang ni Brother Elric noon. So I was able to meet some of the guys still, pero matatanda na sila. And we would like also to thank the French Canadians who help us in our education. And to the mga patay na dumaan dito na nagdala sa ating gobyerno. At ang maganda na ang Digos ngayon, Davao del Sur, except yung terrorism, pati yung NPA. Sige, kanang kuan lang, wag na lang yung peso, yung sympathizer na lang para ikaw ang magdala ng message. Mga barangay kagawad, bulahon pa kunin nyo. Barangay kagawad, pag-abot sa NPO, bigo ta. Pag-abot sundalo, sir, wala, bigo ta. Terrorist. Tuwan muna natin. I ask the NPAs now. Kaya sabi ko, if you or your friend, tell them that they can announce and I will announce a total ceasefire. In the meantime that we are busy dealing with the problem in Marawi. But to all of you, sir, wala ka bang kasi what you experience, na-experience ko man rin, alam ko ang buhay ng presuan. Lisod na. Pareho tag-swerte. Pero swerte ka kay si mama ayaw buwan bukutan. Kaya salbahe ka pa, dugay ka rang napatay. Mupatay, may ganyan si... Hininay na, Rachel, I have to go. It's getting dark. I have to fly home. Mayor, patya sila. O niya, kano sa'yo mo, birthday, Mayor? March 28 ko. Kamo ba, og hapit ng Pasko, kung maalaala lang ninyo, yung mayor ninyo, pati yung presidente ninyo, taga-Egbidyas, wala Egbidyas yung tao, no? Wabe, oh. Pobre. Pila ka na ito imong asawa? Duha, no? Duha. Dodo ako kita. Hadlok mo na ano. Akong asawa, duha yun. Pero na ako ko'y girlfriend ng usa. Naapa ko'y reserva. Pero wa man siya nga rin. Pero tanawan ninyo na hindi ko yung binabastos. I'm not trying to be... Pero maganda talaga na babae. Yung kung hanap kayo ng babae na Pilipina na simple lang pero gwapa, kana si Lia. Daghang salamat ug mayong gabi kaninyong tanan.